Hello, I am Eli G. Brown / Sonic Jr. and Sarah here with another classic Bionicle set review. This is Keetongu from the 2005 Web of Shadows series. Now Keetongu is quite an interesting character. He is, well, a type of Rahi that is very uncommon in the Bionicle universe. In fact, he's the last living member of his species, so as soon as he disappears, so does his species. Well, Keetongu, as many fellow Bionicle fans remember, was a Rahi who had the ability to change a Toa that was turned into a Toa Hordika back into the Toa that they once was. Though when the Toa Hordika found Keetongu, he refused to change them back immediately. He pretty much was telling them that they needed to use their Hordika powers to defeat the Vizorak first, not to get rid of them. Which doesn't make any sense, because the Vizorak were the ones that gave them their Toa Hordika powers in the first place. Anyway, Keetongu is basically the first Bionicle set to come in this shade of yellow. Well, some people probably would actually call it orange, but it's yellow enough for me to call it yellow. Some people call it a Keetorange, which does make good sense because he was the first character to include this color. I kind of look at this color as being Metro Nui yellow. Makes sense, right? Now, Keetongu also has this Roduca spinner in his chest. Now, the original one, however, was standard red. However, it broke. So, I had to replace it with this dark red one. Hold on. Sorry about that interruption. Yeah, that was unintended. Okay, anyway, yeah, the one here is dark red, but the original one was original red. So what you could do was just open up this latch, and he would lean forward, and you could use a spinner handle, whatever you call them, that would be on this back, which one isn't at the moment because I didn't bother to put it on. Might do that later. And you could just make the Roduca spinner spin out just like any other set in this series could do. Now, he kind of also has a bit of Kreka in his body design, and that probably can be easily understandable. And just like Rudaka, he also has this spinning weapon right here, which is pretty cool. And there really aren't many parts on this character that were never used before, except for recolors of previous sets, such as this Toa Hordika foot, and it was not available in this yellow color before, and the Borak face shield was also not available in yellow before this set came out. Now, I don't know if a number of other fans may have thought this, but when I first saw the pictures of Keetongu, I actually thought that he was going to be one of the bad guys. That can be easily understandable, but then when I read his information, I was like, wait a minute, this is a good guy? That was quite surprising to find out that Keetongu is a good guy. And, well, Keetongu, I would probably say, is the only Titan in the Web of Shadows series that is a good guy, because the other two, Sidorak and Rudaka, are villains. Keetongu really can't speak, though he can say a few words such as no and duty and Toa. Of course, after the Vizrak were all defeated, Vakama asked him to change them back because it was their duty to be Toa. I guess a Toa Verdika can't sacrifice his power for a Matoran. For some reason, I don't know. Probably something that they just had to have done in order to complete their task that they had. And also, I've heard in the movie that Vakama said that Keetongu did not owe them anything for the help that he had given. But he did ask to change them back because, well, it was needed. Not really in return for anything, but they just had to do it. So, that pretty much is Keetongu, a character from the 2005 Bionicle Web of Shadows series. Thank you for watching, and please sign at least one of the petitions that will appear after the video. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.